Hey everybody! Welcome back, Super Auto Pets. This is probably the last video, maybe the last two videos of this weekly that I will be recording. Don't roll yet, roll next time. Like sell and roll next time to give us an extra gold when we can actually use it. Possibly. A little bit of magical eruption. You can ask your parents if you don't know what that is. Either way, we're coming to the end of this weekly. I've had a decent time on this weekly for sure. As always, my enjoyment of the weekly peaked when my skill was highest relative to the skill of my average opponent, okay? It is what it is. That's life. I know this is an insane way to set this up, but this is the way we are going to set it up. It gives us our level. Next time, we're going to have full HP no matter what. The level is of the utmost importance, okay? That being said, I did enjoy the weekly. It's just that I seem hard stuck at like 7 or 8 wins. Now this is kind of swell. I think Guinea fowl goes nutty. Give me something like this. Another ant. To turn an ant into a 3-5, I wouldn't say no to it. I would not say no to it. I'm thinking, as crazy as it seems, I think Guinea fowl at the back just makes the most sense so that it's guaranteed to be buffed by the ants. And if this team can beat Big Hedgehog, then the whole universe belongs to us. Especially, oh, that's the problem with, okay, right, you literally can't be at the back and be sane. In that case, let me think this one through. Garlic press. I think this is fine. I think I'm just going to stack you up, and I'm going to actually throw out a koala here. We're not going to roll like leech koala, probably, if I had to guess. Talk about pilling this ant in the future. Thought about the stork as well. Who's getting buffed? Let's buff the lemur instead of the ant. I know ant buffing koala doesn't seem to make sense, but I got beaten by one koala this week, and that has made me think that perhaps the koala is not good necessarily, but at least has like a place. You know, as a temporary buffer for a unit that you very much expect to live through its first attack. Now I would run it like that. I would pop you on top. I would pop you down. It's not really, I'm not saying it's the ideal setup here. I'm just saying it's an interesting idea to give our guinea fowl even more sustain. Okay, it's not going to matter too much considering that you literally have the strongest unit I've ever seen in my entire life. Your unit was so strong the koalas didn't even get a chance to pop. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Go ahead and take your level. Crow, llama? Nah, it's just a little boring, honestly. We've tried that, and it's not like it's all. I'm skipping the elephant for now too. I think I'm emphasizing the elephant guinea fowl too much. The guinea fowl is the straw that stirs the drink, brother. Please? Wait, what did I do to deserve going up against units that have completed? And all of a sudden, I start running koala. Everyone's running these African penguin teams. Sorry, we're not crying yet. Obviously, koala can go. Chicken. I haven't seen the chicken builds really do that much this week. Maybe that's my own personal failing. I don't know. Another level gives us a cow. I like to see it, and I think that this is very, very bullish. I don't know. I moved you to the front because I thought we still had the koala. Obviously, we don't. And also, it never did anything for us anyway. Except for that first time when it did nothing, except make me think that I made the right decision because it got triggered once. Sure, I'm still happy to run a garlic press and move the pill bug up. I'm going to keep the cow around. Might seem a little bit overkill. I really do. I value the idea of having a good waffle target, especially if our cow levels up. Huge 1-for-1. I mean, 8 HP dog getting spat out is a beautiful thing. We're so back. We fell apart and now we're so back. What did I tell you? Feels good. Keep the guinea fowl pogging. Do it again. This is exactly what we needed to see. I'm going to sell you And I'm going to buy the cat. And I'm actually going to start buffing our falcon as well. You know, this is now like a pretty half-decent unit. You're a very nice unit as well, or a very nice unit of food, as I always call food units. It's just something you learn about me. Meals, no. Snacks, no. Could I get a unit of food, please? That's... Say it all the time. I didn't misspeak. You misspoke. I didn't misspeak. Are you seeing this? Okay. I love it. A level 2 cow action. You know what? Take one each. We're running anti-skunk protocol. We don't need sushi because we've already had enough cat triggers. What are we trying to see then? More cows, more waffles, ideally. Oh, I double-clicked roll, but it didn't eat it. NA aim saved me for once. Now, we did roll. I don't even want to talk about how many times we rolled. It was enough to make me upset, for sure. That being said, I'm not even worried about it, man. Because look at what we're outputting here. Are you seeing this? We're now at 7. I feel like we have incredible sustenance. Give me my level. Purchase a waffle. And, I mean, at this point, to be straight up with you, I'm going to buff cow and falcon. And chocolate. I gotta feel like chocolate is best served on the cat, if I had to guess. Now, there's a lot we might want to do here. Okay, this is going to eat me alive. I'm accepting how alive I'm about to be eaten. Or, what's going on here? Everybody chill. Wait a minute, we're so back! Not only did we not get eaten alive, we kind of crushed them, man. Put this on the cat. We're on 8 wins and feeling great. Honestly, I feel like it's an acceptable time for a taco. We could buy salad to get another trigger. I would feel completely content to just roll 2 pizzas instead. Sure, we've frozen the whole shop. We can't get waffles, but a waffle in the hand is worth 2 pizzas in the bush. Huge. Huge. Dude, falcon killing a guinea fowl is crazy tech. Now, we can't force our opponent to have a guinea fowl, but the meta can, so I'm very appreciative of that. Huge. I mean, let's do this first. Let's hold you. And now, it's a little late for this. Pillbug has full badges. Guinea fowl does not have a 10-piece at level 3. Falcon does. Cow must. And cat must. Because those are like a package deal. If we get the opportunity, I would love to farm up a badge here. I would also love to get 10 wins just like for my psyche. Because we went through some fits of like low confidence here. It would still be nice. Not around wheel. Okay, honestly, tactical loss. So that we can raise our chances of getting the badge. We can always buy the cow next turn and get the milk for free. Who we buffing, though? Probably buffing the cow, honestly. Or the pill. Just, you're not buffing the guinea fowl, I think, is what I'm trying to say. It's the strongest team I've ever seen. By the way, I'm not deliberately slow playing so we lose. I'm like, if we lose, we lose, you know? It's the cost of doing business. My opponents are also trying to win. Something people don't always realize when they smack talk you when you lose in a competitive game. I mean, my opponents are also doing their best to win, and they're real human beings, you know? They're doing what they can to survive. And I'll just level with you. I don't think we could have gotten a better shop there. We got 3 natural cows. So if we lose, we just went up against a superior squad. But we're not going to lose. Oh, we're not going to lose. It's nice to open a video with a little badge. I don't think that's a hard one to get, but they're all not easy to get. You know, you got to set up the perfect conditions for them. So what's a piece of information we can gain from that? Let me be like an aggressive fanboy. Meeting a lot of them now that I've started playing through Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. That was the drawiest draw that's ever drawn. You know what? Go a little crazy on this one. There's no shot we don't rinse the other team, roll in garlic, okay? Like, nothing can compete with garlic on turn 2 except for other garlic. It's just not even fair. We got lucky, but I'm happy with my luck. What was I saying? I think what we learned, in all honesty, is that Guinea fowl, even with no help, is still like, it can get really good. You don't necessarily need elephant Guinea fowl if you're forcing it. You could just run Guinea fowl and feel like pretty stoked, I think. I like the line we're on right now, too. I'm not sweating it. I'm learning about the value of an African penguin. Very nice to have attack. Listen, it's a 1-1 buff at the very least. Feeling A-okay about this run right now. Would love to get a level next time. Not sure of the odds. We take those. Spider is tempting, man. I mean, like, you're not doing anything. Give me the double spider. Maybe just... Okay, level 3 opossum instead. Activate faint ability on the nearest friend behind. I don't even know what we're trying to cook up there. Or a seagull that spawns units with garlic. Just looking at this equipment, there's no peanut. There's no... melon, you know, there's no 1-up. I feel like the seagull's a dead end this week. Maybe there's something we could cook up with an Egyptian vulture and a spider. But I'm skeptical, and I think that skepticism is very warranted. But we'll see. I could be wrong. We got plenty of time to enact a pivot. Nice to see you. I honestly think we're just a little too late for the Guinea fowl, quite frankly. I would rather sell. Now, here's a crazy one for you. Sell. Run. Sell. Penguin is giving us a 2-2 buff every turn. Egyptian vulture may or may not have any reason to exist. And more free garlic. I probably could have just bought regular garlic, but... So the Egyptian vulture... we're trying to get a level 2 unit to spawn via the spider. It has to be... Okay, I know it said nearest friend behind. I thought that meant it could trigger from far away, but it makes sense, I guess. They have to be... I thought it would be the faint ability on the nearest friend behind who has a faint ability, but that's just a bad read, quite frankly. Why don't you take a real garlic and we'll run the team thusly for now. Now, the Egyptian vulture needs the knockout to get the trigger. So it sitting at 5 attack in position 1 is not really ideal. Case in point. Also, the spider spitting out a unit that damages the unit behind it. Also not ideal. But it is what it is. I think that we'll recognize the Egyptian vulture has been a dead end. We'll take has a spider ever gotten 10? I mean, we're getting a little perspective here. What tier are you? You're a tier 3, right? Why am I spider blind? You're a tier 2, that's why. Yes, we have. It's literally the first unit in the hopper. I would gladly. And in fact, I think at this point, the timing kind of lines up. It's a little crazy. It would be amazing to combine them next turn and get an ostrich, dude. That would actually, like, change my life. Huge. Because this is it's not really a husky team because we bought too much garlic. To get an ostrich. No ostrich. I mean, listen. I'm going to take the Pteranodon. It's relatively free from getting attacked by snipers. If I may be so bold, I would rather our penguin doesn't buff itself. So I'm gonna get that out of the ecosystem here. And I'm going to buff a spider. It's only getting 2/2 per turn. So we're hoping to have enough space for the Pteranodon to trigger on the spider. That being said, most of the units that get spat out by a spider are not going to be, you know, too meaningful. But it's not going to matter. On that one, we're already at 7 with this, like, busted-looking team. It's tempting to just take a level 2 llama straight up. I think I'm going to invest in the penguin. I'd rather buy natural cows if possible. We got so lucky there, by the way. I don't think you buy anything. I think this is a role for more experience. More cows is... Oh, and I should have kept them... No, because you can't really keep a waffle and a cow frozen. So I guess, like, my end game for this is, like, I would love to sell the Pteranodon, buy a cat, and run almost exactly the same team as last time. I don't actually mind that we spat out a 4/4 raccoon, because, like, at least that could steal a relevant piece of equipment from our opponent. But sell me, the Pteranodon is just not getting it done, and that's fine. We got our cat. Keep the spider buffed. Looking for a cow. Not really concerned about... Looking for a waffle for sure. Let's, the spider's already... What happened? You spit out a 6/6, right? A level 3, tier 3 pet is a 6/6. So the unit being level 3 probably doesn't matter that much. I'm thinking if we should just buy and... You know what? Buy first. And then don't feed the milk this turn. We'll wait for the cat trigger to come back. The spider is a lower priority buy because it's just a 1/1 buff until we get the level. Now, you know what? If we made a super wrong decision, you know what the super wrong decision might have been? It would have been nice to have the milk available on this turn, even though it gives us double on this subsequent turn. So you keep it going. Spider's slightly closer to spider maxing. I'll take my spider level. Was hoping for a cat, didn't get it. I'll just buy the taco because the money is lining up, right? On turn 12, I don't feel pessimistic about this, but only 2 big units is not necessarily a guarantee. It is likely to make it through to a draw on that one. That hurts, because on stats we were crushing them. Let's take some pizza. Let's buff this penguin because he's sticking around. Tacos for more attack. I would love this. The cat leveling would be beautiful for sure. The cow leveling would be beautiful for sure as well. Or we could sell the cow and we could run 2 cats because the cow has not been buffed at all. I think, you know, I hate to sound like we don't have any control over this, but to some extent, the easiest way to get to 10 wins is going to just rely on getting kind of half-bad opponents. Holy cow, roll once. I think we owe it to ourselves to take the trigger. But even then, next turn, we probably sell the cow and just try to rush like a penguin buffs with our cat, unless we get some waffles or something. And then I don't know. Then I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. This is going to be the most painful loss of my life. But we were very close. Not buying yet. You're not gonna make me rush. Okay, you're making me rush. You're making me blush. Would have been nice to have you for a cow. Another cow didn't show up. Okay. The thing is, you need to get good food to make this happen. We didn't. In my opinion, we didn't get the good food. You may feel differently. You may differ. You may beg to differ. We're gonna be breaking a lot of your coconut armor. We're also gonna be applying a lot of coconut armor. Big whoop. That's 2 very different ways to run it. And let's run another one, okay? Buying mice is basically like accepting that you're pretty much guaranteed to not win round 1 or round 2. But you could draw one of them and then it's not so bad. And the stats that you gain from having the mice can do some work for you. Like, I think that's fine. I think this is fine. It's not fine, because we need 3 mice, man. I'm sorry to have done this. That was literally just a waste of gold. But I'd rather get out in front of it. Now, my problem is I want the level, but I also know that selling all 3 mice is the right idea. So I'm going to. And I'm gonna make a very large ant. We get 1 extra gold as a result of selling them. And we get 1 extra in stats. The only thing we miss out on is an early tier 3. And it would be nice. It would be nice to get an early tier 3. I guess we're pretty much stuck with this, and I'm not going to cry about it, because a 7/6 ant is pretty sick early. But it's probably not enough to guarantee a win. Now, if we got a lemur or something like that, I think we lose this one too. If we got a lemur, we would be pog chilling right now. This is shaping up to be a 0 right now, but just give it a minute. We know that the marmoset is a dead end. The faster we could peel off of the marmoset, the happier we'd be probably. I'm not really willing to Storka it. I am willing to take this for some stats. And those aren't my tempo either, quite frankly. Give me this. I think that's the ticket. I'm still not calling a win necessarily, but we might have stemmed the tide. Hedgehog's kind of crazy, huh? Spider is like, I know we just got 10 with it. Like, Spider is pretty efficient early and then horrible after. Like, we only won with ours because it became a 50-50. I don't want you, man. Nobody likes your house. Check this out. Here's a new technique for you. Sell me. Buy me. Buy me. Buy me. Sell me. Sell me. This is crazy. I'm basically committing to running, if you'll allow me, relative garbage in exchange for having gotten a great degree of scaling early, but it's not even that early. Like, we're on 2 life. But we got a penguin so much earlier than you would have expected. Okay, forget the goose. You did your part. You got us that penguin early. We go llama because it also scales itself. Sell me. Probably freeze me. Looking for organic garlic. They gave me some organic garlic. Honestly, you need the support. We need our best unit to have garlic. We can't make it without you. Now, 2 penguins in our next shop would really... that would make me feel quite blessed. I don't feel like our team is washed like to the 1-win degree anymore. Well, I feel like getting to 10 is becoming increasingly difficult just because of the dwindling tolerance that we have, you know? And by tolerance, I simply mean we can't afford to go up against good teams. Luckily, you know, because we're on 2 life, we will be going up against other teams like us probably, but again, that's why it's nice to have like a built-in failsafe, because what if you go up against literally just a guy and his team is you but better? It's such a huge investment to get you to level. I think we have to pass on it. I think we have to believe in our future. We pass. This isn't an overpay. This is simply the right decision. I don't see a polar bear doing, although you're 4'8", what would I be freezing? I wouldn't be freezing anything. Roll me. I just, these aren't my tempo yet. This llama, I'm just praying we don't go up against any skunks, man. If we can avoid skunks until we get to like having 2 good units instead of just 1, I think we can get back to respectability and we can have like a 5-piece win. You take too long to pay for yourself, in my opinion. This is a roll. This is a good purchase. This is chocolate rounds. We have so much money, we should invest it. Okay, honestly, not really super interested in sushi, so maybe I shouldn't have bought the... Oh, I should have kept the waffle frozen. Maybe... Listen, I'm doing my best, okay? We need this level 2 penguin to pop, and probably we need to replace our swan with an ostrich. Or our ants, but no, I'd have to... I wouldn't worry about it just yet. Let's just see if we can make it through! Okay. Cow me. And then buff a 2nd unit. This is anti-skunk protocol. Huge. Not huge. Huge. Now, we really want to see waffle or another cow. We didn't. We can't roll once to make it happen. So I would say, honestly, we have to cupcake. And then you can roll once. A cupcake versus a 1-1 buff on the llama and a little bit of EXP. We got to make the decision. Also, this penguin has been goated. How many buffs is it given to the swan? Like 2 buffs? How merciful. Huge. We're going in normal mode on that one. We got the 5 wins. I now don't feel as embarrassed anymore. We have money. Forget this llama until it's necessary, man. You need this. You need this. The llama will fit at some point. I think it's right now. You buy the avocado, you sell the cow, you buy the llama, toss it down. And the penguin of the penguin has let us down for the last time. You're cut, mister. I don't have any other option. I cannot afford to cut you. They got an enormo beluga. It's the largest beluga I've ever seen in my life, and we still made it. Okay. Spat out a level 3 gorilla, and yet here we stand. You know what? If everybody's sticking, I'm almost thinking we should freeze it in case a cat shows up. No, because we need other foods. Don't get too big for your britches, brother. I think you have to sell and buy a pizza. Waffle would be better, but there wasn't a waffle in the shop. There was a pizza in the shop. Could have kept the cat, honestly. But we're riding we're on the razor's edge right now. Our penguin is no longer the scaler that it was in the early game, but we're doing what we're going to get another one, brother. That takes us to 6. It is a long way to 10. You probably don't need me to tell you that. But here we go. Goated buffs, so very much appreciate that. Thank you for your goated buffs. You take this buff and thought about reworking the squad a little bit, but when you're going through heck, keep going, I suppose. Round 13, we got so many. Oh, we have a tier 1 unit, which I'm not super stoked about, but oh my god, we made it to 7. You can scale your way out of anything. Buff the swan. Now, there's really no point to starting to dream about 10 yet. We've still got a long way to go. You're a big unit, just for scaling purposes. You, if we see a cow, not necessary anymore. Okay, okay. Every win is honestly one of God's great miracles at this point, but we're getting there. We drew. Sir Jolington III, we're still there. Buy me. Sell me. Buy me. Sell me. I just don't buy the concept of this penguin getting us there anymore. Like, I don't think you need to invest in it. That, you got to do what you got to do. You can't sell the cat or you don't get the benefit out of the cat. Anything. You know what? You should level. Before that, we should get one more distributed food. Thank you. And then next turn, we should pray that the cat levels. We no longer need to invest in the llama's scaling. It's basically, I'd rather have a 12-5 than gain an extra 4 attack per turn, which we're going to get from a penguin eventually anyway. Huge, we blew out a crane. Dr. Crane. That gets us to 8, okay. Crazy thing is, I don't even know if I want you to get to level 2. Like, I want to buy the chocolate, but buying the chocolate also very slightly slows us down because it's only a 1-1 buff in and of itself. I felt like we have to buy the chocolate if we're on an even number, like if we're on 3 gold, which is not an even number, I know, but or alternatively, if we were going to get the level up off of it. Holy cow, we got to 9. Not a waffle build. You have to at this point. It's right there. And then you need 2 good foods, which means you have to catch them both. So we're not going to do that. We're going to take a garlic in the hand, which is worth 2 in the bush, and then enjoy your ice cream. I'm not saying this is a guarantee. I think it's a miracle we made it to 9, and I'm thrilled to be here. This looks bad. Happens a lot. Still, to go from 1 win to 9 wins that fast, holy. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. Helps us a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. See ya!